Mississippi, these bankers, they think they're my friends, but I know why they keep eye on me. I owe them a bunch of money, so they keep eye on me yet. That's what it is. Is that right, Tommy? Scott, I know the real deal. I know the real deal. Well, first off, that's why you send your seniors off right there. If you had to draw a script out how you want your seniors to go out on senior night, that's the way it's done. And we did it from the get-go. Y'all have heard me talk about our seniors all year long. They're three and incredible people. I mean, always play great, but the kind of people that you want to be around, you want to coach. And the most important thing tonight for those seniors, I'm just glad that Keely said yes. Because if she hadn't, who knows where those emotions would have been. But he was unconscious the first. What, he had 14 points, first 8 minutes. Got us off to an unbelievable start. And all those other guys was just as good energy-wise. Justin was just scoring for us. He just had a feel, and he had that look in his eyes. You know, you don't get that look always. Maybe when you propose, you get that look once. But he had it. And he had unbelievable confidence. But, you know, our biggest challenge was this. You know, the first half, I don't know if we could have done anything better. As a coach, there's nothing you say at halftime, except you figure out how to continue to do what you're doing. I thought the most important part of the game was the first 4 minutes of the second half. That's where I was most impressed. First 4 minutes. Why? We came out after having a big lead and built on that lead. We built 7 more points on it that first time out. That's when you break someone's back. If you let them hang around, they get some confidence. It happens a lot when teams have big leads. But we were able to come back out and kind of put that game away pretty quick. It's all kind of different records you can look at or stats. 18 assists. We were 11-1 at halftime. 11 assists, 1 turnover, 18-11 for the game. We out-rebound. A really big, strong team. Best rebounding team in the league. Best defensive team percentage-wise. I think we were 8th or 9th in the country percentage-wise, whatever that stat is. And I think we scored 26 points over what they're allowed to give up. That's a huge stat. And we did it with everybody. Everybody got into the flow of that thing. It was a great team effort. Everybody that played added to. Guys off the bench. We had 17 points off the bench. Between Josh, 8, Merrick, 4, and Omer got 8. Whatever it was, 5. But those guys added too. That's what you have to have. But like I just told them, we did what we were supposed to do tonight. You guys showed up believing we were going to win. So we're all excited about the win. We should be. But get on to the next one. And we did what we were supposed to do. Because we did what we were supposed to do, all it does, this time of year, it magnifies the next one. Next game of the year is always what, Chad?
I believe it's the most important one.
The biggest game of the year.
Yeah.
The next one. This time of year, they get magnified. And we know we're going to the best team in the league until someone beats them. Middle Tennessee is the best team in the league. But I know this, we'll have a bunch of guys get on that bus Thursday afternoon with one of the most important things you can take on the road. What is that? You got it. Boy, you guys been paying attention. I like that. Confidence. Confidence this time of year is a very potent thing. And our team has a lot of it. They feel good about each other. Those guys on that bench they feel good about the roles they've got. And it couldn't be a better part of the year to have that feeling right now. Questions?
Is your team blossoming at the right time?
You know, I'll say this, whatever blossoming, you talking about chemistry, rhythm and chemistry and all that, I'll just say this, as I just said, this time of the year, I couldn't ask more from the way my team feels about themselves right now. I feel really good about them, but it's not how I feel, it's how they feel. They feel really good about each other. And this is the time of the year you do it now, right now. Come on, Mike. I know you got 2 questions.
Rick, when you first first learned that Justin was going to propose senior night?
Oh, Lord.
I don't even need to finish question number 1.
You don't need to finish it. As I've said, Mississippi boys back here know this. It cost me a game on senior night one night because of the emotions. Y'all remember that Tennessee game? We get behind 15-0 because we had 3 seniors, Jarvis and Barry and that bunch. And emotions got us behind. Senior nights, I don't like them for 2 reasons. Lots of times you lose us for good players. That's number 1. And number 2, I never liked the emotions of it. And now we're going to compound it with asking somebody to marry me. And like I said, my only question to Justin was, Justin, is she going to say yes? That's the most important thing. She said yes. So it turned out good tonight. We fed off the crowd. We fed off the emotion from the get-go. Crowd was into it. As I said, the crowd can mean so much to this team and winning and losing, and our crowd was into it from the get-go, the students.
Feeding off that, when Justin checks out, he sort of has a big ovation, says thanks to the crowd. What did you tell Justin as he checks out of the game in that last part?
Hey, I'm glad she told you, said yes. That's what I said. And let's get ready for the next one. Let's get ready for the next one. We did what we were supposed to do. Let's get ready for the next one now.
How tough will Thursday be out now?
Now, Chad, what kind of question is that? Who want me to give you a good answer? It'll be a cupcake. Now, don't nobody print that now. That'll be bulletin board material there. You know how tough it's going to be. They hadn't lost a home game in how many years? I don't know. Couple? Last year and this year for sure, right? Zach? They're top 25 team. They're 14-1. We 13-2, right? Until somebody beats them. I mean, there's no question. They're the best team in this league. One of the better teams in the country. That's why they're in the top 25. So we're going to have to play our best game in Middle Tennessee to have a chance. I got a lot of respect how good they are. We'll have to have our best game to have a chance.
Does your team belong in the NCAA tournament?
That's one of those questions that I've had thrown at me enough you never answer. Only thing you worry about is what you can control. Can't worry about anything you can't control. Just win. Just win. Win enough games, you'll make it. If you don't, you don't make it. So, I ask you a question. Would you want to play us right now?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir, Mike.
I just, we've kind of gone down this road with Darius and Dwight, but just the emotion. Dwight obviously left the game earlier than expected because he fouled out. But,
Yeah.
Those 2 guys, Rick, just the impact they've had in one season, and just I've been so impressed with the chemistry that was built so quickly with those 2 and Justin.
Well, remember, I told y'all one thing. Darius would average more than 1.7.
What?
Dwight would average more than 1.7 as he did at Kansas. I think he surpassed all of our expectations. The one thing I knew we were getting, I knew this, a quality person. And again, when you're trying to mix a whole new team together, you better have good ingredients. Ingredients means good people. I had good people. And that's where it started at. And Dwight and Darius both. Darius came from Virginia, averaged, 5.5, 6 points a game. How good has he been? Both of those guys. And to fit in, and everybody just not play a role. Coaches try to get you to play a role, but the most important thing a coach got to do, and you got to have good players to do it, accept roles. Justin could average probably 25 points a game this year, couldn't he? So he sacrificed some too to accept winning and these other people fitting in around him. And again, the most important characteristic you got to have for that to happen, you got to have high character. And we got a high character bunch of guys.
We talk about how Justin started, but Monte had 2 steals in the first 3 possessions for Old Dominion. How do you think he played tonight?
Monte?
Yeah.
Monte, in the last 2.5 weeks, has hit his stride. He's playing his best basketball of the year. He's under control. He's not trying to do too many things. He's going to do one every once in a while. Just say, I just got to turn my head and move on. But tonight, between him and Darius, 13-2? 13-3 between them. 12-3 between them. 12 assists, 3 turnovers between them. That's a good stat. 2 guys handling the ball like they're handling.
You talked the other night about you never had a team shoot 55% 4 games in a row, and now you've done it 5 times in a row.
Zach, give a history of that stat. What was 4 games? First time, give me some stats.
4 games we haven't been able to find yet, so we definitely haven't caught 5.
I'm going to say this again. I never had a team shoot above 55% 5 games in a row. Check that stat out nationally. See who has done it nationally. Set up the night, all night long, and figure that out, you 2 guys. Because you don't see that stat very often anywhere. I've been a part of basketball for a long time. I haven't had it now. And we're doing it consistently. It ain't like it's something we're doing unusual. How we're being consistent with a lot of different guys in a lot of different ways. We're throwing it to the paint. We're driving it to the paint. We're getting some mid-range. And the one thing has been constant. And it's not as much tonight, but remember this. Old Dominion was first in the league in giving up fouls. It means their opponents shot less free throws than anybody in the league. Well, our team was just the opposite. We shoot more free throws than anybody in the league, and we were number 1 in the country, whatever it is, that stat. Well, that's a huge stat tonight for us again. We make 13, they shoot 6. It's a huge stat. The points don't matter a lot. And again, that stat wasn't magnified as much because the game got loose. But still at that, we didn't put them on the foul line, and we still won that war at the free throw line.
It's been roughly 5 months. Is there something about this team now that really stands out for you that maybe wasn't there in October this early with the difference?
Well, first off, there's several things. I knew this back in August, I knew this back in September, but just wasn't best for our team yet to do it. I knew if we could get everybody right, Monte at the 1, Darius at the 3, would free Darius up to score some, because when Darius scores, we're at our best. But we wasn't quite ready to do that. Timing had to be right for that. And the timing's been right in the last 2.5, 3 weeks. And because of that, we've hit stride. Those guys are great rhythm, and it's helped Monte, and it's helped Darius. And then adding a Josh Anderson off the bench. He's a guy that you got to prepare a little different for him. He gives you a chance, somebody come off the bench to go get you 6, 8, or 10 points in a hurry. We didn't have that early. We were trying to do it with 7 guys for a long time. And we've never got Moo working this thing. Moo's a lot better than he is. He's the one guy hadn't had a chance to get worked into it. But through a season, there's going to be some bumps. Jake went through a long time, couldn't make a shot. You don't want it to happen, but it happens sometimes. But I think he's back now. He's playing with a lot of confidence, lots of confidence.
Coach, what's the biggest thing you take away from Diddle Arena this year?
Well, we're making progress getting this arena the way everybody enjoys it to be. The arena's packed for a reason, and you guys are in here for a reason. That's the way it's supposed to be. Does everybody here enjoy it like that? Well, that's the way it should be. Most important thing, I want these students to enjoy this atmosphere, take pride in it. This should be some of their most memorable moments right here. Something to talk about like you guys have talked about years ago, how it used to be in Diddle Arena. Well, why can't we get it back? We're making progress. We're getting there. And again, I'll say this here. I know we had some bad weather tonight, but that crowd showed up. Students showed up, and they were into it. And it makes a huge difference. And again, I just will say thank you again. Go get a ticket, come to the middle. We'll help sell their arena out. I'll promote their arena tonight. Go buy you a ticket, and we'll sell their arena out. See if we can get a discount ticket, Todd, to go to Middle Tennessee. So we're going to find a way. Probably will. We can probably sell their arena out, can't we? West Kentucky fans. Let's do that.
Coach.
Mike, go ahead. Hey, he's got it first, Mike. Go ahead.
Jake had a bloody nose. Is there anything more serious than that, or was it just a bloody nose?
I think it's just a bloody nose. It wasn't like Tavion's all swollen up and all that. He was sitting in the locker room, galls out of blood dripping down. I said, "You okay?" So I'm all right, coach. So hey, I guess he's okay. Mike.
You just led me into Tavion with your leading scorer tonight, and I thought that stretch you mentioned that was key to start the second half. He seemed to really spearhead that. How good was Tavion?
You know, and it happens in the flow of what we're doing. There's nothing pre-planned. Again, we got different guys at different moments can do different things. He's been that guy in several games, those moments. Darius has been those moments. Justin, Dwight. Monte's ability to get in that lane changes a few things too now. I mean, he's got a little, what y'all call that, jelly, what y'all call that stuff, you young guys? What's it called?
Jelly.
He got a little jelly on his stuff. But hey, you got to live with a little bit of it. You know? That's the new term the young generation use, jelly. I've learned that. Do you have a question?
3 straight 20-point wins now. So the Dominion team is the most points they've given up all year. Do you feel like your team's kind of firing on all cylinders right now?
Oh, I think we're playing our best basketball, no question. As I've said, I like the way these guys are playing with a lot of confidence. Lots of confidence right now. We got a lot of different pieces too. Lots of different pieces. Come on in, honeymoon man. Come on.
Derek, going about the close.
I hear you.
When things were going wrong, when you had 4 or 6, 7 guys.
It wasn't going wrong. We were still winning those 7 guys. It wasn't going wrong. It was difficult.
You felt very challenged. How much equity is there from those days that help right now?
Well, I mean, it's probably got us to this point. For us to be able to be as good as we were with those 7 guys and beat the people we did, that's what's made us even better now. We can draw from all that. We had a great experience early. You know, Todd put us in a situation that we could go to Bahamas and play against great competition. And we went down there right off the bat. And that gave us some confidence early in the year now. So there's a lot of equity we can take from what we did early with those 7 guys. Now to get to Josh and mix in this thing a little bit just helps us.
Anything else?
Is that it?
Thanks, Coach. Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys.